going on, people, and welcome to another episode of Getting to Know the TS27. That would be me. This is Q&A part number 2, because I couldn't finish all your questions in part 1. And what the fuck is this? This isn't the TS27, this is some other asshole. Well, calm your fucking tits, let me explain here. This one particular game on Standoff, me, my buddy Mindless Harley that you see here, and my other buddy, Digital0785, all had pretty good games, so what I decided to do is splice up all of the really good runs from all three of us and put them in one video. Oh, I don't know, call this 3 gameplays 1 video. It's the newest fad to fap to. Anyway, let's get started with the questions here, because you know that this series is not about the gameplay. Mr. PRS asks, would I ever consider doing Halo or branching out into other games? Well, I haven't played Halo since Halo 3, which was right around the Call of Duty 4 time period. So after I played Call of Duty 4, I put down Halo forever. To me, it was like too boring and too slow paced, so I didn't really like it. However, I might pick up Halo 4 because it looks pretty interesting. Some of my friends actually do play it, and Black Ops 2 is fucking pain in my ass. But I have put up some NHL 13 gameplay on my channel, as you see here in the background, and I've also done some Super Mario World, as you see here, in my live streams. Maybe I'll do some more old school Super Nintendo Rage kind of games when I live stream, and perhaps I'll play some more NHL 13 for you guys. But to be honest with you, I don't really own any other video games. Most of the time I just play Call of Duty because that's what I do. There's another question within this question. It's like fucking questionception here. Also, what are my thoughts on the next-gen consoles, and which one am I leaning towards? I don't give a fuck about the next-gen consoles, and I'll pick up whatever my friends or my YouTube buddies mostly have. I enjoy my Xbox 360 as I have it right now, though. I Am Rejects asked me, what is my favorite video I've ever done? Wow, this is a great fucking question. And of course, I have a few of my favorite videos. My all-time favorite, though, has to be this 0-kill domination win on the map mission, where I did it in a really cinematographic way and put it to music from my band. Here's a fucking snippet so that you can go check it out.
They give you digging voices in your head, the trail of scars from the tears that you shed. They say that you're nothing, insist that you're worthless, but who are they to say they don't even know your name?
My most recent favorite video that I've worked on is my Blind Eye instructional DVD parody video. That was hilarious to just get repeatedly shit on over and over again, playing with some fucking bots on retard mode with my buddies. And it was really fun to put together that video, and El Presador noticed, and he liked it, and he left some feedback on my video, which is fucking awesome. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave a link over here on the screen. Rashid asks, why am I so sexy? Bam! Case closed. Obviously it is your dieting program and those low-cut white tees that show your chest hair off when you live stream. Why else do you think you get that YouTube money? No, his serious question, though, is, if I had one day left to live, how would I spend it? Boom! That is a fucking great question, and not like Mace, I wouldn't spend it rapping in a fucking swamp, just like that music video for his song 24 Hours to Live. You guys remember that song? Harlem World. Well, what I would do is I'd rent a supercar, you know, like Ferrari, Lamborghini, that type of shit, drive it around for a little bit. I've always wanted to drive a car like that. Then I'd eat a gyro with my family, eat myself a nice meal. That's a callback to the last episode when Stewie asked me what my favorite food was. There it is, a gyro. I'd booze with my friends, and I'd of course have sex with my wife. I think that pretty much sums up a good 24-hour stay. Killaman V3 asks, tell a story about the most fucked up day of school or most fucked up dream of school. I'll tell you about my most fucked up day of school. I went to school drunk this one time, and actually I went to school drunk a few times. In high school, me and my buddies used to meet in the parking lot at like 6:30 a.m. and just pound beers and alcohol, and then we'd go to class because class was too fucking easy for us, and there was nothing else for us to do but just to booze it up a little bit. So one of my buddies gets just really way too fucking intoxicated and starts some shit and ends up getting in trouble for it. And watch this. This is a shitty way to get fucking killed off your streak with the random fucking Hellstorm missile. Sorry you couldn't get your foot in the door. Here's my buddy Digital0785's section of the gameplay. It picks up almost about where Harley's left off. Anyway, back to the fucking story. So, he gets really drunk and ends up getting sent to the principal's office. Now, while he's in the principal's office, we had actually two principals, a vice principal and an actual principal. So, he was in the vice principal's office. He decides to strip down completely fucking naked because he was quote-unquote hot while he was waiting in the fucking room. Now, our assistant principal or vice principal was a female. So, she's freaking the fuck out that there's this naked student here in the fucking school, in her office actually. So she goes and runs and drags him through the fucking hallway with his pants around his ankles to go meet to the actual principal's office, who was a male. Now, while this is happening, the passing period has occurred. You know that time between classes when you're supposed to go from one to the other? So everybody in the entire fucking school sees my buddy with his fucking pants around his ankles getting dragged to the principal's office by the fucking vice principal. And to make matters even worse, of course, he told, or somebody else must have told her, everybody that he was drinking with outside in the parking lot. So all of us got called down and we all got in fucking trouble. He got expelled from school for a little bit. We thankfully only got a few days of detention. But that was a fucked up story. The Vice John asks, do you ever have a dream where you trip and then wake up having a spasm? Yeah, dude, that shit fucking sucks. I hate that falling dream. I also have a little bit of sleep apnea, so I actually stop breathing whenever I sleep. So it's pretty fucking crazy. Sometimes I wake up short of breath or out of breath because I haven't been breathing. Next question, and this one's off the fucking wall, and of course it's from my boy, Legacy of Carl. Would you rather have someone steal your penis and never get it back, or cut it off and get it put back on? Wow, that's fucked up. How do you think of this shit, dude? I'd have somebody steal it. I would not be able to cut that shit off myself. I mean, fuck it. Give me some anesthesia and some drugs and have somebody just do it while I'm fucking sleeping. I don't need my fucking dick anyway. I'm married now. Alright, back officer asked me, besides making hilarious YouTube videos, what are my other hobbies, rather? My other hobbies are playing guitar, playing poker, watching hockey, playing baseball, and he's got another question within a question here. What is my favorite game of all time? Well, obviously I love the Call of Duty franchise, but my favorite game of all time, I'm going to have to go with either Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64 or Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. Chrono Trigger and Perfect Dark were just two games that were light years ahead of its time. I mean, for Perfect Dark, they had the Valkyrie rockets way before Black Ops 1 was even a fucking blip on the radar. And Chrono Trigger was an epic RPG that introduced multiple endings and time travel and having different characters that are able to join your party and shit. Next question, Knott's Predator. How did I meet my current friends? Well, a lot of my current friends, the ones that I've known since high school, I met through sports. I used to play football, basketball, and baseball. I was a 3-season sports athlete in high school. I was a fucking jock and a jerk in high school. My college buddies, mostly from drinking and going to parties. Because once I get to college, of course, I continued what I did in high school, was to get debaucherously drunk and not give a fuck about my grades, despite the fact that I'd always pull A's. I was that asshole in school that never really tried, but still got A's and did really well on tests. I'm that kid that everybody fucking hated. And a lot of my gamer buddies I've met through YouTube. It's amazing how much people you meet when you get a YouTube channel that people actually fucking enjoy. Absolute Pob asked me if I had to stay locked in a room for 24 hours with one other person, who would I rather be, Robert Bowling or David Van da 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 ha 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 ha. It would be Robert Bowling, because at least he left a pile of shit when his wishes weren't being addressed, like giving away old map packs and stuff like that. David Vonderhaar just doesn't fucking get it. He just doesn't have a fucking clue. He's got his fucking mouth too much in the fucking dicks of the MLG players. I mean, can you believe this patch and shit? The only reason why the Cap 40s are fucking patches because Optic bitched about it in an MLG tournament. And in the background, finally here is my fucking gameplay as we're going to round this video out. And I better hurry the fuck up or else I'm going to not get to all these questions. Jumpin' Jimbo, if I had a night with David V in bed, what would I do? I tell him to cut my dick off. See Carl's question. Drunken Lawyer asks, insight on what I do at work. I'm a programmer for the mainframes that IBM puts out. I work on ZOS, which is the operating system of the mainframe, so I'm kind of like a Windows programmer, but for a mainframe, if you will. Mike RTR, do I masturbate with my hand or do I use a fleshlight? I'm only a lefty for 3 things. That's opening a jar, dealing cards, and jerking off. I don't need a fleshlight. I last less than fucking 90 seconds anyway. Why would I need to make a fleshlight? Rich the Cannibal asks my favorite metal albums. I have 4 that I picked out here. And Justice for All by Metallica is my favorite Metallica album. Countdown to Extinction and The System Has Failed by Megadeth, they're like tied for my favorite albums. I can't just pick one. Dystopia by Iced Earth. If you have not listened to Iced Earth, you have to pick up this album. It is amazing, front to back. There is no bad songs in here. And I would also have to go with Cowboys from Hell by Pantera. Stupefy You. Which band artist got me inspired to get into music? I'm just going to copy and paste my artist page bio about me that's on my Headboard Jockeys page. That could basically, cover everything. Also, how many instruments do I play? I just play guitar, but I have tried drums, as you see here, and ukulele, as you also see here, but I can't sing worth the shit. As you see, my buddy is completely and utterly fucking laughing at the fact that I am trying to sing a song at a live karaoke party here. Me and my boys in college used to do live karaoke parties where we would play the songs and somebody else would sing them. Pretty awesome idea. RutDog22 asks if am I into cars, and if so, which ones? Yeah, I used to be into them a lot in high school. Not so much anymore, though. That's because I had a bad experience with one of my cars that took 7 months to get fixed after a car accident that I wanted to get it souped up a little bit and put a body kit on and all that shit. My favorite car of all time, though, has to be the Saleen S7. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is sexy as fuck. But I did used to own a Chevy Beretta GT, as you see here. I also owned a Firebird convertible. That thing was fucking awesome. And now I currently own a Kia Forte coupe. I am moving up in the world in terms of used and new cars. Next question is from Zoom. How old am I? 29. Almost fucking 30. God, I'm a goddamn old man. Am I in school or work? I work at IBM and I do system programming for ZOS mainframes, as I stated earlier. And what is my favorite Call of Duty? My favorite Call of Duty has to be Call of Duty MW2, but it's so frustrating to play now. All there is tubing camping little shits. Jace McNasty, if I won the lottery, what's the first thing I would buy? I've always wanted a soft ice cream machine, so that is what I would buy. And I also want a urinal for my bathroom, too. Descend asks, no balls with boobs or dick with vagina lips? I'm going to go with dick with vagina lips because balls just slow me down, and I already have man boobs, so we got that taken care of. Most Def, great question here. If I had an opportunity to start my life over anywhere in the world, where would it be? It would either be in California because that's where a lot of the software development opportunities are, including a lot of video game programming. But if I was to go really off the wall, I would go to South Africa and be a tour guide because it was an amazing time that I had when I was there. And I'm also pretty passionate about animals myself. Speaking of animals, the 33rd asks, if I was reincarnated as an animal, which one would it be? Penguins are my favorite animal. Not only can you swim like a fucking boss, you could walk on land. I think that that's pretty cool. Although it would be cool to fly as a bird, so I'm going to have to go with penguin there. And Sergeant Bum Whiskers is going to round us off with 3 rapid-fire questions. Why do kamikaze pilots wear crash helmets? I don't know. Why do priests and nerds get circumcised? They don't use their dicks anyway. Would I rather spend one night with Mila Kunis or a lifetime with Oprah? Gotta be Mila, because Oprah's just a fucking cunt. Who would be the 5 people you would invite to a dinner party and why? Cal Ripken Jr., because he is my favorite athlete of all time. Bill Maher, because he would make me laugh a lot. I love Bill Maher's style of comedy. Penn and Teller, so they can entertain me with their magic tricks. And Seth Rogen, because everybody says I look like him, so it would have my celebrity doppelganger with me at dinner. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this Q&A session of getting to know the Schwantz27. I'm out of fucking questions. If you got a question for me, tweet at me, at BryGuy7727, or leave a comment down in the comments section below. I hope you enjoyed this little try gameplay little thing I got going on here. Anyway, I've been the Schwantz27, and I'm making like a bread truck and hauling buns. Until next time.